All right, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm back, Real Blue. Okay, so this video is a little late, but this is actually probably going to be the timeline for the rest of them because I got to wait for the roster updates every week from Madden, and they don't do it until the day of Thursday Night Football and like right before the game, basically. So, and I want to watch the games, so I got to do this at like 2 a.m. This time, we got the 6'4", 210-pound, 23-year-old rookie, Jayden Daniels, drafted number 2 overall out of LSU to Washington. We're starting at the beginning of week 3. Why is this lagging? So we got all his IRL stats in there for his first 2 games. 97.2 rating, 410 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. If you haven't been paying attention to the Commanders, Jayden Daniels, or just football in general, this man has played 2 games. It's good that he hasn't thrown a pick in his first 2 games as a rookie, but he also hasn't thrown a touchdown. And then when it comes to rushing, he is a dual threat, 26 attempts, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he has scored twice. Okay, here we go. After the first season with Jayden Daniels, they got 10th in the NFC at 7-10, and they did not make the playoff. 3,220 yards, that's decent. Completed 65% of his passes, 189 yards per game. Was only sacked 31 times. That's pretty decent too. 21 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. Okay, so he threw 17 interceptions in 15 games. When it came to rushing, 140 attempts, 598 yards, 7 touchdowns. 97 yards in week 6 with a touchdown though. In a loss. All right, 304 yards. So he did break the 300-yard barrier in a game. All right, so when we're looking at Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jayden Daniels got 3rd in the voting behind Marvin Harrison Jr., and Caleb Williams won it. How come Caleb wasn't doing this in the career simulation? All right, so quickly going into season 2, just wanted to see if they got him any weapons. For a rushing quarterback, only 1 backup. That's pretty dangerous. Anyways, they went out and got him A.J. Dillon and Khalil Herbert in the running back. And then for wide receivers, still Scary Terry, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey. But they did get him D-Hop. But he's injured, so he won't be playing in the first week. Don't worry, just a dislocated shoulder. I checked. Look, there's proof. All right, the Commanders. Did they get better? No. They got worse by 1 game. 6-11, 13th in the NFC. How about our boy? His rating went down. His yards went up, though, 3,284, not by much. 22 touchdowns in the air, 19 interceptions. Only completed 64% of his passes. Yo, this guy's yards per game went up and his yards went up. His rating went down. His touchdowns went up 1. Interceptions went up. His completion percentage went down, and he got sacked more times. What's going on? Let's take a look at his rushing. 127 attempts, 543 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yo, was this guy injured, bro? No. And he played more downs. He wasn't player of the week at all. Also, I think it's time for new weapons, some fresh blood. D-Hop didn't have 1,000. Scary Terry only had 567. And 8 touchdowns between the 2 of them. Noah Brown had that himself. All right, let's go, baby. Washington, they clinch a playoff spot as the 6th seed. They went 9-8. Let's take a look at this bracket. Yes, sir. What are we doing? Yo, the Eagles and Giants also made the playoffs from the same division. Okay. All right, this is what we like to see. Season 3 makes the playoffs. That's faster than Caleb in our last video. 100.2 rating. 3,625 yards, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 69% completions, and 213.2 yards per game. All right, so career highs in everything so far. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at his rushing. 150 attempts for 674 yards, 5 touchdowns. Career highs in everything but touchdowns there, but that's okay. Let's get it. Let's see if he had any. Nope, wasn't player of the week at any time. What is going on, bro? Didn't break 300 at all, but did have some nice games. 4 touchdowns off 194 yards. What the heck? Yo, and they only won that game by 3. He had a perfect rating in this game. All right, so the Commanders lost this game by 3 to the Niners. I mean, 301 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a rushing touchdown. 6 carries, 29 yards, 1 touchdown. A.J. Dillon had 3 touchdowns. Yo, they brought this guy in for the goal line runs. Didn't throw a single touchdown. Oh, my goodness. D-Hop, 8 catches, 117 yards, and no touchdowns, man. All right, so you got 6 for best QB in the NFC. If you really want to see something funny, look who got Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC, Tyler Lockett. This man is like 50 years old at this point. Okay, it's the end of another season. Let's see here. They went 5-12. Yo, man, what is... Okay, he got injured. He only played 12 games. 83 rating, 2,202 yards, 12 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Only completed 64% of his passes. Yo, this man was getting bootied on. 93 rushes for 389 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he played the first 12 games, and then after that, he died. Okay, here we are. 3-4. I can't even do it anymore, guys. He played all 17 games. I had hope for this dude, bro. 91 rating, 35-10 in yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 66% completions, and 206 yards per game. Like, dude, why do you throw so many picks? 125 carries for 511 yards and 5 touchdowns. This man is a running back, bro. This is a 6'4" running back. Wait, he was player of the week in week 11. It's his first time. It's his first time. It's his first time player of the week. Versus the Giants, 31-25 win, 145.6 rating, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Wait, he's had games like this. The rest of the league must have stunk. Yo, I don't even know what season it is anymore. It's like his 6th or 7th, bro. Oh my God, they went 5-12, bro. Are you serious, dude? All right, 17 games. Let's see. 99.8 rating, 3,539 yards, 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, double digits again, 68% for completions, and 208 yards per game. Dude, 103 carries, 474 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. The rest of his stats are butt cheeks. All right, here we go. Did we make the playoffs? No, of course not. We went 3-14 again. Duh. Oh, man, this guy did booty cheeks again. All right, first we need to see if this guy played the whole. He played the whole year. 2,972 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Completed 64% of the passes for 174.8 yards per game. Yeah. 115 carries for 502 yards and 4 touchdowns. This guy's a running back, bro. Bro, just put this man at running back, bro. I'm getting tired of this. 7 years in, he's made the playoffs 1 time, and he lost. Yo, they went 11-6. They're the 4 seed. Oh, baby, baby, baby. They got to play the Bears. 100.9 rating, 3,192 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Yo, that's a career low in interceptions. Let's go. 68% completions, 187.8 yards per game. This guy still doesn't throw the ball as much. 126 carries, 517 yards, 4 touchdowns. Player of the week, week 17. 17-9 win over the Dolphins. 107.9 rating, 222 yards, 1 touchdown. Yo, they won. They won the playoff game against the Bears. That's what we like to see. 27-22. 124.8 rating, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception, and was only sacked 1 time. That's what I'm talking about. 5 carries for 16 yards. And they lost 27-24 against this number 2 seed Seahawks. All right, he had a 100 rating, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And then on the ground, he had 6 carries for 19 yards. Yo, dude, his team just threw. And how do you follow up such a good season where you finish first in the division and make the playoffs, win your first playoff game, and then the next season to follow that up? What do? You finish dead last in your division at 6-11, baby. They got Josh Allen over here. Even he can't save this franchise. All right, Jayden Daniels actually didn't leave. He just didn't play. He is now the backup QB. Oh my goodness, he's a bridge QB and a trade target veteran now. It's Jova. They got this rookie that's going to come in and play too, Brooks Myers. Yo, Jayden, bro, your career's done. Well, there's his stats for this year. By the way, I'm totally stupid, and I forgot to even look at his contract after his 5th-year option was up. But anyways, he signed a 5-year deal for $200 million, which is not even that much. All right, so now we're not even on this team. Okay, so some interesting developments here. Patrick Mahomes is now on the Arizona Cardinals, And Jayden Daniels is the starting QB for the Kansas City Chiefs now, where he's got some bums playing running back, and he's got some dude named Brendan Glass as his #1 receiver. He's still got Rashee Rice, but he's kind of regressing. And then a bunch of no-name generated buttholes. Made-up tight end, who's actually pretty good, it seems. All right, so the Chiefs actually went 10-7 and made the playoffs. They actually ended up being the 7th seed. By the way, he's an 84 overall, and he just threw for 4,000 yards. Had a 93.1 rating, 4,017 yards, 24 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, completed 67% of passes, and threw for 236.3 yards per game, which I think is a career high. It is. Touchdowns, also a career high, and his yards were a career high. At 32 years old, he's still running 105 times for 470 yards and 6 touchdowns. Yo, what? And he was player of the week in week 15. They lost to the Patriots 30-27. He had a 126.2 rating, 402 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Wait, he played 62 downs the year before and had no stats. What did he do that year? All right, so they lost 21-15 to the Los Angeles Chargers, who are the #1 seed in the AFC. Jayden Daniels, 111.5 rating, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, completed 71% of his passes, and he carried 5 carries for 26 yards. Nobody in this game could score. Oh, he did. Yeah. Okay, 2 touchdowns. And they were both caught by this Brendan Yo, this guy is a beast. What? That's a slot king, probably. Okay, and by the way, he did sign only a 1-year deal with the Chiefs for $4.6 million basically. So he's probably going to be somewhere new again. All right, so we found him. It is the year 2034, and he just signed a 1-year deal for $5.7 million, which is more than the year before, to be the backup QB to this 22-year-old dude named Daniel Barber on the Vikings. All right, so it's the end of the season, and the Vikings finished last in their division, but they were the 8th best team in the NFC, and they finished 9-8, and the 3 other teams in their division made the playoffs. So that was like the toughest division to be in, so I don't blame them. All right, but here's the thing. Daniel Barber kind of had a great year. He had 4,314 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, and our boy Jayden Daniels is not the backup anymore. He is the 3rd string QB. Guy named JP Walker, who's only in his 3rd year in the league, is backing up the 2nd year man. Well, Jayden, I think it's time for you to call it, brother. So once again, he has another season with nothing. Somehow he played 67 downs and didn't do anything at all. All right, here we go. 34-year-old Jayden Daniels signed yet again another 1-year deal for $1.45 million this time. So just under $1.5 million for 1 year with the Denver Broncos. Yeah, he's still an 81 overall, and he was a 3rd string QB on that Vikings squad. Now he's the backup to Clarence Spriggs. And the Broncos went 9-8 and did not make the playoffs. All right, and Jayden Daniels did get some playing time. Look at this, baby. He threw 1 pass. He completed that 1 pass. It was for 8 yards. Yes, sir. And he played 68 downs of NFL football. Put the fries in the bag, bro. All right, let's see where he goes next season. Again. And after 12 years, our boy Jayden Daniels retires from the National Football League. Jayden Daniels, a dual threat quarterback, did have a good amount of rushing yards for QBs towards the end of his career. But his passing stats were just not that great. He had a 92.33 passer rating for his career, which would tie him with Joe Montana for 25th overall all time. And then 29,561 passing yards. For those of you who watched the Caleb Williams video, he had 59,000 and he didn't have a great career otherwise, accolade-wise, I guess. So this wasn't anywhere even remotely as good. 29,561 yards will put him at 58th all-time, tied with John Kitna, if any of you old heads know who that is. 184 touchdowns is tied 63rd overall with Mark Brunell, who was also a quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Left-handed, by the way. And then for interceptions, he would be the sole owner of the 102 mark on that all-time leaderboard. When it comes to rushing yards, however, he had 4,678, which would put him 6th on the all-time list for QB rushing yards. He would replace Steve Young, so he'd go right above him, but he'd still be outside of the top 5. All right, that's it for this video. That's Jayden Daniels. We'll be doing the next quarterback who was picked in the 2024 NFL Draft. And for those of you who don't know, it was the 3rd overall pick, Drake May, to the New England Patriots. So yes, the 1, 2, 3 picks were all quarterbacks. All right. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Jayden Daniels in real life and how you think his career will shape up after watching him for his first 2 games. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next ones.
Oh, hello there. It's Blue. I'm a terrible dancer, so ignore that version of me on the screen and listen to my voice when I say thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and of course, click on another video of mine. I heard you'll like those over there. They're pretty good.